It's not time to make a change. Just relax and take it easy. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to know. Find a girl, settle down. If you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. I was once like you are now, and I know that it's not easy to be calm when you found something going on. But take your time, think a lot, think of everything you got, for you will still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. How can I try to explain? 'Cause when I do, it turns away again. It's always been the same old story. From the moment I could talk, I was ordered to listen. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the happy hour here on Studio Live today. I hope you're having a good weekend. We will kick up the pace a little bit, but I couldn't play a 70s set without a little Cat Stevens to kick us off. Starting a little mellow, grab yourself a beverage, settle in and enjoy the next hour of music from the 70s. It's not time to make a change. Just root down, take it slowly. You're still young, that's your fault. There's so much you have to go through. Find a girl, settle down. And if you want, you can marry. Look at me, I am old, but I'm happy. All the times that I've cried, keeping all the things I knew inside. It's hard, but it's harder to ignore it. They were right, I'd agree, but it's them, they know, not me. Now there's a way, and I know that I have to go away. I know I have to go. The one and only Yusuf Cat Stevens there with Father and Son from 1970, all the way back to the start of the decade that we'll be talking about here today. 1970s, all 70s, all hour. How are you? I hope you're doing well on what is a Sunday afternoon for me, probably a Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening for you, depending where you are in the world. We have folks like Metallion58, who is here, 10 p.m, drink in hand, ready to go over there in Montreal. And I'm just scrolling down to see, we've got Derek Smith saying, g'day. And we've got Shashir, hello to you. Happy Ron is here. We've got perfect timing from EPHS. Hello to you. Good to have you on board. Welcome once again to the happy hour. Great song. Yeah, that is a classic tune. Pete, I'm clicking and it's going wrong. Are you going to play The Young Ones by Cliff? Don't know if we'll have any Cliff Richard on board. We'll have to wait and see and find out. Kyle TV, hello to you. Pete didn't have to snap this hard. 10 p.m. Saturday it is for Yep. I like that one. Yep. Made it. Here's Sion. Hello, Sion. And hello, Cole Dacre. Hello to everyone who's tuning in live here on Facebook and on YouTube. I hope you are doing well. And for the next hour, I hope we can have some fun, play some 70s tunes. If you missed the last week's, we did the 60s. Next week, we are doing the 80s, which is going to be much more in my wheelhouse, to be honest. I was born at the very end of the 1970s, so I know these songs secondhand as opposed to growing up with them. So it's going to be a little bit different for me. Righty dokie, let's kick in. We're going to jump all over the place. Like last week, we kind of did the '60s chronologically. This week, I've got a bunch of different tunes, and I'm going to play them in a random kind of order, just so that I get a faster song, a slower song, a little bit of a break here and there. But we're going to jump over to 1977 for this one, and Billy Joel is someone who I love. I learned a lot of his songs on the piano, and I've kind of tried to interpret this tune over to the guitar. So this is a Billy Joel tune from 1977. It's called She's Always a Woman. She can kill with a smile, she can wound with her eyes. She can ruin your faith with her casual lies. And she only reveals what she wants you to see. She lies like a child, but she's always a woman to me. She can lead you to love, she can take you or leave you. She can ask for the truth, but she'll never believe. And she'll take what you give her as long as it's free. She steals like a thief, but she's always a woman to me. Oh, she takes care of herself. She can wait if she wants. She's ahead of her time. She'll promise you more than the Garden of Eden. She'll carelessly cut you and laugh while you're bleeding. But she'll bring out the best and the worst you can be. Blame it all on yourself, but she's always a woman to me. Frequently kind and she's suddenly cruel. She can do as she pleases, she's nobody's fool. But she can't be convicted, she'll earn her degree. And the most she will do is throw shadows at you. But she's always a woman to me. The one and only Mr. Billy Joel. That tune's from 1977. Also an important year, 2 years before my birth, but the year of birth of my wife. There's no connection between that song and the woman in that song and my wife. But yes, She's Always a Woman to Me by Billy Joel from 1977. Once again, I hope you are all doing well. Yes, 70s Billy Joel is awesome, 100%. Doing the harmonies, yes. You love Billy Joel for the longest time. I do love Billy Joel for the longest time. Whoa. Yeah, 100%. Let's go and say hello to some other folks that are here. We've got Dale Bazzuti. Hope you are doing well, my friend. I'm going to learn that song now. Yeah, it's a very cool song to play on guitar. And I think it was Metallian You last week that said Piano Man, a lot of harmonica. Yeah, I don't play the harmonica, and Piano Man is a really hard song to play on the guitar. It's not that hard, but yeah, didn't want to go with that. Mr. Ron Ward, tuning in from Vietnam. Hope you're doing well, my friend, on what is a Sunday morning for you. Probably having your coffee, kicking back there in Ho Chi Minh City. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Let's kick it on. In fact, of course, it's the happy hour. It wouldn't be the happy hour if we didn't have a beverage. I'm rocking a local brewery. This is the IRA, the India Red Ale, called Ira. And it's super cool because I like this. This is definitely a dude. Looks like a dude called Ira. But yes, this is the India Red Ale from the Little Bang Brewing Company right here in Adelaide, South Australia. Delicious red ale, which I'm going to enjoy. And I thought that was a bit of a 70s looking can, right? Who didn't rock the fro in the 70s? I think there was a lot of fros going around, big collars. I didn't dress for the 70s. I decided early on that I didn't have the wardrobe to pull off dressing for the decade every time, so we're just going with it. That is a delicious beverage. All right. Where do we go from here? We probably need to kick it up a notch, don't we? And in fact, I'm not taking requests because the songs are predetermined. I have a list though, so we can jump around a little bit. Empty Ford, Any Kiss? How about we play a Kiss tune here? Because my favorite Kiss song is a song from 1979. Once again, important year of my birth. So we are jumping around a little bit, but this is not exactly an acoustic song, but I've made it acoustic, and I'm having some fun with it. So sing along. Do the do-do-do's, if you know the do-do-do's along with me. This is I Was Made for Loving You. And listen in especially to the lyrics, because I love me some 70s lyrics. Some of them are so deep and meaningful, and some of them, as in Gene Simmons' lyrics, are complete, not nonsense, but yeah, they're a little bit on the shallow side. Anyway, this is I Was Made for Loving You, 1979, from the great Kiss. Tonight, I wanna give it all to you. In the darkness, there's so much I wanna do. And tonight, I wanna lay it at your feet. Girl, I was made for you. Girl, you were made for me. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me? Tonight, I wanna see it in your eyes. Feel the magic. There's something that drives me wild. And tonight, we're gonna make it all come true. 'Cause girl, you were made for me. Girl, I was made for you. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can't get enough of you, baby. Can you get enough of me? And I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. And I can't give it all to you, baby. Can you give it all to me? Yes. I Was Made for Loving You by Kiss, 1979. Yes, I haven't heard an acoustic version of that before. That was my spin on it. And when there's lyrics like that, I like to have a little bit of fun time. I'm no Gene Simmons, that is for sure. But we're having some fun here in the 70s. I hope you are doing well wherever you are. Heck yeah, says Empty Ford. Thank you, my friend. Yes, we're waiting for the 80s show here. Shandy, yeah, it's hard. There's a lot of songs that I was like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that this is 80s or 70s, and I've had to go back and check it. Ron Ward, thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Timothy is here. Hello to you. Darren Bryant, well, I've missed you. Dean Thornquist, though. I clicked you. Hello to you. Darren Bryant, thank you for being here. It's okay. You can call me Peter, but it just means, usually means I'm in trouble. So, yeah, it's a flashback to when I was doing something wrong as a child. Hello, Gussie Wells, Shooting Star Bad Company. Good to see you, my friend. Rockstar 1958. Hello to you. Oh, how much should I have rocked the Kiss makeup? I'd like to. I should get the Gene Simmons makeup and then just get up and just play that version, just looking all serene, not serene, but looking all like glum. That could be a heck of a lot of fun. Yes, cheers to everybody. Red, have a beverage if you've got one handy. I don't encourage the consumption, but yeah, feel free to drink a soft drink, cup of tea, cup of coffee, whatever's your bag. Alrighty, I really must reach out to like some sponsors and say, hey, I drink a beer on my show. It could be your, no. I would rather just support the great local breweries that we have around here. Let us continue on. We've got to lift the pace a little bit, don't we? And when we lift the pace, it means we lift the tone. We have the capo up, so that we can go up a tone, not a whole octave, but a tone. So we can play a couple of other tunes here, and let's go back a year from '79. Why don't we drop back to 1978? Now I'm going to play a couple of tunes here that have a female lead singer, and I've interpreted them for myself. I did ask my wife if she wanted to come and sing. She'll probably be with us next week for the 80s. I think there's some epic 80s tunes and especially 90s tunes. Really need her to do some angry 90s alternative grunge songs, female lead singer songs, because there's lots of cool ones of those. But this is a tune from '78. This is from a Deborah Harry band by the name of Blondie, you may be familiar with. A song called Heart of Glass. And again, this is my acoustic interpretation of the Blondie tune Heart of Glass from 1978. Once I had a love and it was a gas. Soon turned out I had a heart of glass. Seemed like the real thing, only to find much mistrust, love's gone behind. Once I had a love and it was divine. Soon found out I was losing my mind. Seemed like the real thing, but I was so blind. Much mistrust, love's gone behind. In between, what I find is pleasing and I'm feeling fine. Love is so confusing, there's no peace of mind. If I fear I'm losing you, just no good, you treat me like you do. Once I had a love and it was a gas. Soon turned out I had a heart of glass. Seemed like the real thing, only to find much mistrust, love's gone behind. Lost inside adorable illusion, and I cannot hide. You're the one you're using, please don't push me aside. If you could leave me cruising, yeah, riding high on love's bluish light. Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow. Ooh, wow. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Once I had love and it was a gas. Soon turned out to be a pain in the ass. Seemed like the real thing, only to find much mistrust, love's gone behind. Should we go up? Ooh, oh. Ooh, oh. Debbie Harry, I ain't not. But that is a very cool song. Heart of Glass by Blondie, 1978. Do you remember that one? I don't. It was the year before I was born. I'll stop saying that because I know it's only going to make young people feel out of the loop and older people feel older. So let's just leave it at that. But yes, a very cool song. I sing that song quite often on SingStar. Any SingStar fans in the house? Love singing out some Heart of Glass, Blondie. Have to sing that all the way in the falsetto though. Got to commit to it when you're singing SingStar. Red. So thank you again for being here. I hope you enjoyed again the 60s last week, and we're doing some 70s this week. Ron says, have you gotten a new guitar? This is my old guitar. It is restrung, and hopefully it's sounding okay. This is my Taylor called Mark Taylor. Yeah, Australians will know what I'm saying there. It's a cricket reference. Sorry. Yeah, so Mark Taylor is my Taylor guitar. But yeah, it's a very, very nice guitar. I like it. Some Alanis for the 90s, maybe. We'll be working on that. EPHS, my tone is so Cat Stevens 1970s. Yeah, well, that was kind of the point, I guess. That's what I was sort of going for. I opened with a Cat Stevens song, and yeah, and that was sort of the sort of vibe I'm going for. Hello to Raplet Trip. Hello to you. Funny memory, and this is what we love. We love hearing from folks that have memories about these bands. So Jade already shared she went and saw Kiss at was it the MCG or VFL Park? Somewhere in Melbourne back in the 80s. Funny memory, I saw Blondie live when they toured for that album, and at one point the guitarist and bass man switched instruments because the guitarist couldn't play the solo. That is cool. I love that sort of stuff. Yeah. It's interesting when you hear the stories about people's experiences with different bands and when they saw them live. When we get to the 90s and the 2000s, I'll have a lot of anecdotes to share about 90s and 2000s bands, including when the System of a Down bass player was wearing nothing. And you'd think you'd be able to look away and just look at the lead singer or the guitarist or the drummer, but when the bass player's bits and pieces are swinging back and forth in time with Toxicity, really hard to look away, just quietly. Anyway, we'll move on from there. We got way off track. Thank you, Mr. Ron Ward. Pulled off the Blondie tune. Thank you. Appreciate it. Timothy says, I can't sing and play at the same time at all. It is tricky. It's a skill and it's an art form, and I'm still in the process of learning how to do it, to be very honest. I think it's a lifelong learning thing. You never just do it, and practice does make progress. So the more you practice at it, the better you can get. I'm going to back away a bit. I'm inching ever closer to the screen, and I'm trying to get back so I can get more in the shot this week. Now, Gussie Wells. So we'll mention a couple of other artists that didn't make the cut. Because if you haven't watched a Happy Hour before, it's kind of just my 10 songs that I like to play or that I think were interesting from that era. So Pink Floyd didn't make the cut. I actually worked on a tune. So I did work on trying to play Another Brick in the Wall. So I'll give you a quick taste of what it would have been. It's like, we don't need no education. We don't need no thought control. Yeah, man. Hey, teacher, leave them kids alone. Trouble is, it's not a great song. Like actually, Wish You Were Here would be a lot better. I should have thought of that earlier. But yeah, Pink Floyd is so intricate. Like the bands that have really intricate parts, they don't kind of translate. So I'm going to just try a few anyway. Some of them that I'm doing today are kind of that way, but we'll give it a go. Desolate Morning, hello to you. Appreciate you being here, my friend. Medallion says that 80s and 90s, I got a few memorable memory laps there. Yeah. So I'm really glad social media wasn't around in the 90s. Let's just say that. And early 2000s, and we'll move on from there. Michael Turner, hello. Finally, I didn't miss one. Yes, good job. Good to have you here, my friend. And no rules at all. Which is the point. The rules are there are no rules. We're just playing some tunes and doing the best that we can, or at least I am. Jeff Turner, hello to you. Michael Turner and Jeff Turner. We're lousy with Turners. Hello to you. Hope you any relation to Albie Turner and Sons. Anyway, Was Heart in the 70s? Yeah, good question. I think so. I think Heart had some 70s tunes. Yeah, I don't have any to play, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. Mr. Glenn Clark from across the Tasman over there in New Zealand. I always get confused. I say across the Tasman and then I think Tasmania. So here in Australia, we have the Tasman, which is the Tasman Sea that separates Australia and New Zealand. And then we have a state in Australia called Tasmania, which is across a body of water called Bass Strait. So instead of the Tasman being between the mainland and Tasmania, which would make sense, the Tasman is between Australia and New Zealand. So go figure. Michael says no relation. No relation to Albie Turner, the owner of a furniture store in Adelaide. I'm getting a bit off track here. Need a quick guitar tuning, so let's play the tuning song. It's time to tune to an E. B's are always a little bit sharp. It's your G string you've got to worry about. It always flattens. Nothing worse than a flat G string. D's kind of well behaved. A is always in the pocket, except my tuner won't recognize it. And D is all too low for me to sing along. And we're good. Tuning song for the win. Hello, Lewis Connor. Good to have you here. My friend, stuck in the 70s. A little bit late. Of all the people to be late for the 70s hour. That's all right. You can go back and watch on the replay. If you are watching live and you missed any of this, you can jump back and watch the replay. But I appreciate you all being here. And we better play us another tune. We need another drink of Ira. If you missed it, we're drinking India Red Ale called Ira. I thought that was very 70s from Little Bang Brewing. All right. Let's find another tune. Now they've taken the capo or capo off. Do you say capo or capo? Let's do a straw poll. Is it a capo or a capo? Or is it a carpo? Now, I could not do a 70s show being in Australia. By the way, there's not many Australian 70s performers that I don't think I have a single one, which is a bit remiss. Don't worry, the 80s and 90s will rectify that. But yeah, the 70s for me was a lot about the disco. And there was one particular band that had a lot of disco hits. And it's not who you think. It's not the Bee Gees. Because, again, level of difficulty of Bee Gees tunes was around a 9.6. And that's too hard for me to play on a Sunday afternoon. But ABBA. Do you know ABBA? Like, were they that big outside of Australia? Swedish band. Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, all those. They had a song, one of my favourite ABBA songs was a song called Waterloo. Now, when I'm reviewing it now, I'm like, again, this song has some pretty weird lyrics because it's basically comparing being in a relationship with a famous battle and facing my battle of Waterloo of being with someone. So, yeah, let's just ignore the lyrics like we did with I Was Made for Loving You and their appropriateness and how much they've translated in the 40 years. But, yeah, this is a fun tune that I like to play called Waterloo from 1974 by the great palindromic band ABBA. My, at Waterloo, Napoleon did surrender. Oh yeah, and I have met my destiny in quite a similar way. The history book on the shelf is always repeating itself. Let's turn up the Waterloo. I was defeated, we won the war. Waterloo, promised to love you forevermore. Waterloo, I couldn't escape if I wanted to. Yeah, right. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo. See what I mean? That you listen to the lyrics on the surface and you're like, they're okay. And then you kind of go, is this a bit dark? Is this about just giving up? We don't know. My, I tried to hold my back, but you were stronger. Oh yeah, and now it seems my only chance is of giving up the fight. And how could I refuse? I feel like I win when I lose. like that song. I don't like that song anymore. I didn't play it well, and I'm just gonna choose to hit pause on that. Yeah, I should have played Mamma Mia. Hindsight is 2020 vision, and yeah, it goes to show you that I was never a lyrics person. So my wife will attest to this. I always struggled to remember lyrics or to even listen to lyrics. So I'd just hear a catchy tune and I'd just be like, yeah, let's tick it along. It's all good. Yeah. And then, yeah, you go back and you listen to it. I think I mentioned it last week on one of my shows, but yeah, there's a lot of songs that if you listen to the lyrics, yeah, they go from being light and happy to a bit darker. So I'm going to skip over that one and we're going to move on to another tune and another song. Yes, it sounds like a protest song now. Yeah, maybe. Maybe I'm completely different. Maybe I'm completely missing the point here. Yeah. Fleetwood Mac would have been great. Fleetwood Mac. I didn't prepare a Fleetwood Mac tune, but let's talk about a few of the bands that I'm not playing that I want to give a nod to here in the 70s, because in fact Fleetwood Mac were the number one band that I have here to say. They were definitely good, and there's a lot of good Fleetwood Mac songs, but again, it's almost like I wasn't sure if I could do justice to some of those songs, so I didn't include them in the list. The Eagles, or Eagles as they are another band that I'm not going to play a tune. You know the tune that I would play if I did play a Fleetwood Mac tune, but sorry, an Eagles tune. The problem with the Eagles is that yeah, they like to block their songs being used in anything, and especially even cover songs of their songs. Sometimes they get a bit yeah. They get a bit full on with that. The Bee Gees I talked about. The Cars were a great band from the 70s. Neil Young is not going to get a Guernsey. However, get a Guernsey means Australian for get played, get included. However, I am going to try one that hopefully I don't fail at as much as the last one. I'm going to play a song about Neil Young. Now, I don't know someone can tell me the stories behind this, but this is a song by a band called Lynyrd Skynyrd, and I'm only going to attempt a couple of verses of it because it has ongoing solos and things that are just not going to translate to acoustic guitar, and I can't play them anyway. So we're going to play a couple of verses of this one, and yeah, this is a band, Lynyrd Skynyrd, from 1974. This is a song called Sweet Home, Alabama. Big wheels keep on turning, carry me home to see my kin, singing songs about the Southland. I miss old Bobby once again, I think it's a sin. Heard Mr. Young sing about her. Well, I heard O'Neill put her down. Well, I hope Neil Young will remember a southern man don't need him around anyhow. Sweet home Alabama, where the skies are so blue. Coming home to you now. Yeah. And it goes on, and it's a very cool song, but playing all the lead parts. Did I mention before, without trying to make excuses, that the 70s wasn't really my era? Yeah. A lot of these songs will be good songs to sort of add to my repertoire, but others were good to have a go with. One other that I tried to play. I tried a bit of My Sharona action. It didn't work so well, so I didn't actually play that one. The other one that I desperately wanted to play and desperately wanted to learn was the Eric Clapton, the Cream song Layla. The acoustic version he did of that was sublime, and every time I played it, I said to myself, this will be an insult to Eric Clapton if I play this song like this. But I'm determined to actually learn that and play it well because it's such a cool song. So, yes, I hope you're doing all right here on what is it, a Sunday? It is just past midday here in Adelaide, South Australia. Darren Bryant says, Jimmy Buffett. Oh, yeah. The parrot heads would love an hour of Buffett. What is the Wasted Again in Margaritaville? That's about the only Jimmy Buffett song I know. Huh. Weird. Never quite made it. So all right, so it's about Neil Young's song Southern Man, which is a bit uncomplimentary. See that's what I thought. See, I'm missing the political overtones here. Like the ABBA song I did before, I didn't understand. I was got halfway through and went, hang on, is this song inappropriate? I don't know. And then listening to this, I'm like, oh, there was probably some political thing going on with bands on different wings and things going on in the 70s that I just completely missed. I was just like, that's a cool tune, it goes like this. So, no, I appreciate that. And this is what's cool about this, that it's a music chat show, meaning that I'm playing some songs, but I'm learning some stuff from you folks at the same time. So, that is the thing. Will I do Kashmir? So, yes, I won't. But Led Zeppelin, what a 70s band. And again, hard to play acoustic versions. What I should do at the end is when I've done 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, noughties, 10s, we should come back and I could just sing along to some backing tracks and then I can rock out to some actual rock tunes. Or maybe I'll commission some of my buddies. I know Ron Ward does some good cover song backing tracks. Buddy Joe Hocking over on the GarageBand Users Forum does some awesome backing tracks. Except he'd just program in an hour of Fish songs and I'd have to sing Fish for an entire hour. I've missed that one. So Rockstar 1958. I think Lynyrd Skynyrd didn't appreciate Young's lyrics in a couple of albums about the South and slavery, hence the line saying you don't need him around anyhow. Yeah, right. Clearly it's stuff that I need to learn about, and that I'm getting there. Alrighty. Would you do the Rolling Stones? Well, I did a Rolling Stones tune last week, so I don't have them programmed here. But obviously, there are some bands that can carry on and that have made their way forward into the next various things, like the next various decades. So we'll maybe get to a couple of them. How are we going for time? I should probably jump in and get to some other songs. I didn't answer that well. I won't be doing another Stones song today. But I do have one. Oh, I'm trying to find it. So this is a song it's a song that is more well known for a movie from the 90s as opposed to being from the 1970s, and it's definitely where I first heard it. If you know the song, you know the scene, and you know the movie. And I apologise in advance if it gives you flashbacks to that scene, as it does for me, but I think it's such a cool song that it deserves to get a play. This is from all the way back in 1972, so this is kind of that transition period of 60s to 70s rock. This is a band called Stealers Wheel, and it's a song called Stuck in the Middle. I got a feeling that something ain't right. I'm so scared I nearly fall off my chair, and I'm wondering how I get down the stairs. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle. Yeah, you know where it is. So yeah, that was a 70s 90s crossover tune. So that's why I know it well because I actually played that song back in the 90s, and that's why I'm a little bit better than I have been with some of the other ones. Mobile Metal is here. Hello, just swinging by to say hello to all you wonderful people, and hello, thank you, appreciate you, my friend. Thank you, Kyle TV, appreciate it. Jeff Turner, appreciate you as well. Darren Bryant, Whiskey in the Jar, Irish folk version. Whew, what I should do? It's becoming clear that I should do a request version where you watch Pete try to learn a song live. Would that be good? Would that be like even more of a train wreck than a lot of these sort of things? I don't know. We'll give it a go. Righty dokie. Where are we at here on the timing? We are 40 minutes in, and we've got a few more tracks to go. We've got about 20 minutes to go. Red. Hope you're enjoying the show. Hope you're enjoying a beverage as well. Kyle TV says that they would watch. Yeah, might be fun. Might be fun for me to learn a few tunes. Would definitely be breaching some copyright because I'd have to like play along and learn the tunes as I go along. We're going to slow it down a little bit. This is a short tune, and I actually just popped a version of this, in fact, this very version, on the channel before the show as a bit of a teaser. And because the great Bill Withers is no longer with us, sorry, that wasn't intended to be a pun. Bill Withers is passed away recently, and this is probably the most famous and my favourite Bill Withers tune. And it's been covered by a bunch of people. Very famous, very popular song. It is called Ain't No Sunshine. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time where she's gone. Wonder if she's going to stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. I know, 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 I know. Hey, I'm gonna leave young thing alone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. She's house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. The great Bill Withers, Ain't No Sunshine, here on the Happy Hour 1970s edition, otherwise known as Pete Doesn't Know the 70s All That Well. We have struggled with a few of these tunes, but my excuse, and I'll keep saying it, and I'll keep saying it every time, is that, when you come to watch a live show, you'll see one of two things. You'll see clean, slick performances, or you will see somewhat of a train wreck. I like to give you both. Hopefully today you've heard some songs that have been right in there in the pocket, doing okay. And you've probably heard some songs where you've gone, ooh, Pete needs about 4 more weeks of practice on that one. And you'd be right, hopefully on both accounts. So we have slowed things down, got you in the feel. So that's a bit of a wind down song. But let's wind it up, because there's a big 70s band. Who can guess the big 70s band that I haven't played a tune of? It's one of my absolute favourite bands. I saw them live very recently here in Adelaide. They toured Australia, thankfully, just before we shut our borders. So I was very lucky to get along and see this particular band play. And I'm going to play one of my favourite tunes of theirs. I'll have a quick drink. I'll let you have a think. That rhymes. And then I'll reveal the band. Got your guesses in? Know who we're talking about here? Who owned the 70s? Who was the band that owned the 70s with a quintessential frontman that I'm desperately going to try and emulate in this next song, and we'll just see how we go, shall we? So this is a song by the band Queen, of course. Freddie Mercury and Queen. They had a heap of hits in the 70s. There's a lot I could play. There's a lot I could choose from. There's a lot that would be really hard to replicate acoustically. This just happens to be one of my favourite Queen tunes and one of the songs that I've been playing for a while. It's still a challenging song to play, so I don't guarantee that it's going to go perfectly, but we're going to give it a crack here. This is Crazy Little Thing Called Love by the great band Queen. Let's do this. This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I'm on to it, ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. This thing called love, it cries like a baby in the cradle all night. It swings, it jives, it's all over like a jellyfish. I kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love. There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She gives me rock and roll fever. She keeps me in a cold, cold sweat. I gotta be cool, relax, get hip, get on my tracks, take a backseat, hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love. I gotta be cool, relax, get hip, get on my tracks, take a backseat, hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike until I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love. This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I must get round to it, I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. 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 Thank you, Freddie, for singing at least one song in a range of less than 4 octaves that I can actually have a chance of singing along. Only because that was at Freddie's 2 octaves up from his low and about 3 octaves up from his highest point. He was just sitting around in the middle going, one day Pete Johns will want to be able to sing this tune. So I'm going to make one Queen song that is actually pitchable by a human being. So thank you for that, Freddie. We love you, and I love me some Queen. That is Queen. Crazy little thing. Yeah, darn fun to play too. That is darn fun to play. And I was adventurous because does anyone else, we'll have a quick aside and then we've got 2 more tunes to go. Does anyone else hate them? A B flat. I cannot get my head around a B flat. I tend to go to, when I have to play a B, it's just as bad. I just can't bar across properly and get the 3 there with my chubby fingers. I need maybe a bigger guitar. I don't know. Yeah, so that's why if you listen to any of my songs, I always go to a B7 because trying to play a B up there just doesn't work for me. The same with a B flat there. Anyway, just a slight aside there. Fine Heron, hello to you. Warren would like it. Warren Hewitt would like it. Yes. Like me. Warren Hewitt does love him some Queen, definitely. So yes, Queen is the one. Everyone's got it. Everyone had it. Has to be Queen. Has to be Queen. 100%. It was indeed Queen. Who haven't I said g'day to? Ralph Smith. I'm not sure if I've said hello to you. If I have already, hello again. good to have you on board. And if you're watching on the replay and you want to catch this live, we are live here. It's midday if you're on the east coast of Australia. It's in the evening time for those in the US and Canada. And if you're in Europe or the UK, it's probably well past your bedtime to watch live. But feel free to tune in and watch live. As I drop my pick. Oof. Alrighty, I'm going to play. What have we got? Yep, we've got 3 minutes here, and then I've got my finale song that I'll be playing in a moment. So let's play this tune. I wasn't going to play this tune, and then I thought we cannot play the 70s. We're not going to go all the way through the 70s without something by John Lennon. And I love this song, and I'm going to play it anyway, but it's been a little overdone recently. But I'm just going to play it. No more explanation. John Lennon, Imagine. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us, only sky. Imagine all the people living all the day. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will live as one. The great John Lennon. And I believe that was John Lennon and the Plastic Ono Band from 1971. Not sure if it was him solo or not. I need to call in some special guests here, so I'm just going to send a quick text message and bring on in for the finale here, because that is it for the 70s tunes. But what I thought I would do is give you a bit of a sneak peek, a preview of the 80s, because the 70s and the 80s kind of merged together. Late 70s into early 80s merged together to the point where I actually thought that the tune that I'm going to play in a moment was actually the 70s, until I looked it up and realized that it came from 1983. So I've got a couple of special guests who are joining me here now. Hello, special guest 1. Hello, special guest 2. How are you? We're going to have some guest vocalists here, because I can play, but I definitely can't sing this particular song. So what we're going to do, I'm going to send the microphone over here gently, because it's on a little stand there. Make sure that you're going to be there, and turn up your microphone. Say hello, Charlotte.
Hello.
Say hello, Jasmine.
Hello.
Alrighty, we are going to play our finale here,
Yay.
which is a tune by the great Elton John. We didn't have a 70s tune for Elton, but we are going to play this one. This is our finale song. I realise you can't hear me. This is our finale song. This is I'm Still Standing by the great Elton John, featuring these two kiddies on vocals. There you go. Was that fun?
Yeah.
Was that fun?
Yeah.
Woot! Well done. Thank you, everyone. And thank you to my special guest singers. Oh, we've lost one. She's behind there. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the happy hour. Once again, join us next week for more 80s tunes. We'll be back again doing it all again. We'll wave goodbye now. What's the Johnny... Was that Young Talent time in the 70s? Where they close your eyes and I'll kiss you. Wave, you're going to do this with me? Oh, I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always be true. All right, bye, everybody. She wants to leave. We're going to go. See ya. Bye.